government hiding, hoarding alien technology for 70 years.
It is called the Black Knight Satellite. It is a name that conjures up mystery. The UFO enthusiast and our space agencies are two sides of the same coin. One is a believer, and the other needs proof. The UFO enthusiast brings pictures that shows it traveling in our skies. And yet organizations like NASA show us proof that it is nothing more than space debris. Our understanding of this alien satellite began in 1899, when scientist Nikola Tesla intercepted a strange signal from space. This strange signal would later be identified as a satellite. And what made this signal so strange is the fact that the satellite hadn't been invented yet.
I have a deep conviction that highly intelligent beings exist on Mars, Tesla told a reporter from the Albany Telegram in 1923. While experimenting in Colorado, I obtained extraordinary experimental evidence of the existence of life on Mars. I had perfected a wireless receiver of extraordinary sensitiveness, far beyond anything known, and I caught signals which I interpreted as meaning 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. I believe the Martians used numbers for communication because numbers are universal.
Neither did Nikola Tesla or anybody associate this with the Black Knight satellite.
So what exactly is this thing?
A government hiding, hoarding alien technology for 70 years.
In 1992, the CIA declassified the real story behind Discoverer, a spy program known as Corona. The Corona satellites were deployed in polar orbit because they'd cover every part of the Earth. This secrecy could explain why the Air Force and NASA didn't speak up earlier. Still, many people don't think the Discoverer explanation is sufficient, and who can blame them? World governments don't exactly have an impressive record when it comes to transparency in space. Consider the United States X-37B orbital test vehicle, an unmanned shuttle whose missions remain classified. While stories of ancient alien satellites may not hold up to scrutiny, there's no secret that Earth's orbit is chock full of stuff world governments don't want you to know.
A government hiding, hoarding alien technology for 70 years.
This film is not created to debate whether the Black Knight satellite exists or not. And instead, this film is created to end the debate completely. The knowledge that comes forth is so beyond man that it is astounding to the intellect, and thus makes man susceptible to a terrible disease, a disease called cognitive dissonance, a disease that afflicts the brain, a brain that is introduced to a knowledge that is more powerful than what the brain believes is possible. The symptoms of this disease is to recoil and scoff at what is a known fact. Be forewarned, as this knowledge will do just that. And once you hear it, once you understand it, everything ends.
The tentacles reached far back into the last century. But it wasn't until victories in Europe and Japan and the onset of the Cold War that political and economic conditions became perfect for actual execution. A conspiracy bigger and more secret than the Manhattan Project.
More odious and far-reaching.
No sooner had we defeated Germany than a new threat started appearing in skies over America, drawn to Earth by the latest threat to extinction, the H-bomb. Explosions acting as transducers, drawing alien life forms through wormholes in spaceships using electrogravitic propulsion. Advanced extraterrestrial species visiting us, concerned for mankind and the threat of our self-destruction, forestalling our annihilation through their own self-sacrifice, and crashes at Roswell, more importantly.
What are they trying to do?
That's the missing piece.
But it's not hard to imagine. A government hiding, hoarding alien technology for 70 years at the expense of human life and the future of the planet. Driven not only by corporate greed, but a darker objective.
The takeover of America.
And then the world itself, by any means necessary, however violent, or cruel, or efficient. By severe drought, brought on by weather wars, conducted secretly using aerial contaminants and high-altitude electromagnetic waves. In a state of perpetual war. To create problem, reaction, solution scenarios to distract, enrage, and enslave American citizens at home. With tools like the Patriot Act and the National Defense Authorization Act, which abridge the Constitution in the name of national security. The militarization of police forces in cities across the U.S., the building of prison camps by the Federal Emergency Management Agency with no stated purpose, the corporate takeover of food and agriculture, pharmaceuticals and healthcare, even the military in clandestine agendas to fatten, dull, sicken, and control a populace already consumed by consumerism.
And I encourage you all to go shopping more.
A government that taps your phone, collects your data, and monitors your whereabouts with impunity. A government preparing to use that data against you when it strikes. And the final takeover begins.
The takeover of America.
By a well-oiled and well-armed multinational group of elites that will cull, kill, and subjugate.
Happening as we sit here.
It's happening all around us.
The other shoe waiting to drop.
It'll probably start on a Friday. The banks will announce a security action necessitating their computers to go offline all weekend.
Digital money will disappear.
They can just steal your money?
Followed by the detonation of strategic electromagnetic pulse bombs to knock out major grids.
What will seem like an attack on America by terrorists or Russia.
Or a simulated alien invasion using alien replica vehicles that exist and are already in use.
An alien invasion of the U.S.
The Russians tried it in '47.
You can't say these things.
I'm going to say them tomorrow.